So for this trick, what we can do, give the deck a shuffle, and then we can get a card selected. So let's say this one. So I don't want to look at it, but there's the card. Hopefully you can see that. Don't forget the card. So now we're going to take your card, put it somewhere in the middle. Here's the card one last time. We'll give the deck a few cuts. And we'll give it a shuffle. So now, what I would have the spectator do is just imagine, now this is with their imagination, reaching into the deck and pulling out their card wherever they think it is. Now this is invisible, so they're going to be holding on to it invisibly, turning it the other way and placing it in the deck. So depending if the cards are going to be face down, their card will be face up. Now if the cards are going to be face up, their card would be face up. So let's pretend they do that right now. So they reach in, they take their card, they turn it the other way, and they place it in. So I say, okay, now all we have to do is also snap. And if your imagination worked, you will see if we start going through the cards here, all of these are face up. And I also have the spectator look out for their card too, but they would see their imagination must have worked because one card is face down. Now, I would ask the spectator their card. Now, I didn't see the card, so I don't know what it is, but let's say they name it, and I will show their card, the Queen of Hearts. That is the trick. If you want to learn how to do it, stick around for the tutorial. So, if you've seen my last video I just uploaded, it actually was this, a review for the Rise playing cards. Then you know how I mentioned this deck came with a double backer. There was a trick actually uploaded using the double backer that Rise Magic uploaded. This is that same trick. So if you have the invisible deck, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you don't have the invisible deck, that's basically what it looks like. So the spectator thinks of a card, and with a snap of the fingers, all the cards are face up except one, it's their card. Now this trick involves what I just showed you, a double backer. So if you don't have this, what you could do is take some double stick tape. You could take two cards here, put a strip of tape on one card, put this other card together, and you have your double backer. But if you don't want to do that, I'm actually going to leave a link in the description to some double backers from Amazon. So all you need is a double backer. So in this case I have blue. I have a brand new blue bicycle deck I open. And I have the double backer. So your only setup is you can start off with the double backer on top and then go into the trick. If you want to, you can have the card palmed off, then the deck shuffled, and then put it back on top. But it doesn't matter. So now, they're going to choose a card. You are not going to look at it, but in this case we are. So we have the 8 of Spades. So all I did was I opened up about, I don't know, middle of the deck. Because all you want to happen is their card gets controlled to the top, and this double backer gets controlled somewhere else in the deck to give it that illusion. Now you can do any move you want, but I did something simple. So I showed you the card, I came back, I put my pinky there, I squared up, and I caught a break. So like I said, these are new. So you can see that break, and then right there, so all I did was I took about half of the cards, so right here I think it's easier, and I just cut them down to get their card to the top. Now that double backer will be in the middle of the deck, so what you can end up doing is a few shuffles, just keep their card on top. So if you want, you can do an overhand shuffle. So you can peel off their card, peel it to the bottom, shuffle it. If you want, keep it on the bottom, so apply some pressure with your fingers and your thumb. You can strip out some cards, shuffle. And then once you're done, you're going to do the same thing that you did to get the card to the bottom. You're going to get it to the top. So instead of peeling off one card, you can do that, or a few, is up to you. And then when you get near the end, you can go one at a time. I guess the card right there. If you do a riffle shuffle, just make sure you end with the card on top. So right here. Now you're all set. So you can do anything you want, but you want them to believe that the magic is happening in their hands. So then you turn over the deck. And what I do is I pull down, I don't know, 5 to 10 cards near the bottom where their card is. And you'll actually see why. Then I go very slow and I show if this worked. All the cards should be one way except one. And then I spread to my break, because you don't want to spread and then flash their card. That wouldn't look good. So what I do, remember, I catch a break. So around 5 to 10 cards. And I spread. And I spread right to my break. Now if you want, you can spread 1 to 2 more. Most likely, the double backer won't go next to their card or even near the top 5 cards, so you should be safe in that aspect. Now take out this double backer. You don't want to turn it over. Turn over the deck in your other hand, and while you're looking them in the eye and explaining, wouldn't this be amazing if this was your card? You're going to catch a break, so you can push off and pull back, or you can do a pinky count. But either way you want to do it, you can then put this card on top and proceed with your double lift. So that is how you do it. And then, if you want them totally clean, you can palm off the card and then show them the deck. So I'll go through this one more time, very quickly, in case you didn't catch it. Double backer on top. You get a card selected. You don't look at it. In this case, the King of Diamonds. You spread open about half. You can do anything you want. So maybe this time you want to do a double undercut. Their card is on top. Then you can do some false shuffles or whatever. Just keep their card on the top. Do the magic move. Turn over the deck, catch your break, and then you can spread and show. Now make sure they don't see under this card, because then they'll see both sides. So then you can show their card isn't here, take it out, explain to them how amazing this would be if this was their card, catch a break, put it on top, and do your double lift. And you end totally clean. So that is the trick. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.